YouTubers? It's your boy Amari Points here, bringing you the latest movie review. Today I'm doing my latest movie review on the newest Illumination animated film, Minions: The Rise of Gru. And let me tell you, this movie was legit funny and had sorry, it had a bunch of funny scenes in it as well. And this practically takes place 8 years after the first Minions movie, and we see we see Gru starting out as a villain at a young age, and and it's nice to see Steve Carell coming back to voice Gru, because let me tell you, he can play Gru. He can legit play Gru, and nobody else can play him like he can. But all in all, let's get to the point. This movie takes place 8 years after the first Minions movie, and again, Gru is starting out as a villain, and when he sees like his heroes, the Vicious Six, holding auditions for their sixth member, he decides to go after it, and like as most of you saw in like the official trailer and everything, this latest minion that we've never seen before, Otto, takes the stone, and when Gru asks where he hid it, he kind of like loses the stone, and and later on Gru gets kidnapped in the film, as most of you saw in the trailer, and it's up to the minions to save him. And honestly, there were a bunch of scenes in this movie that you will legit laugh your ass off, and the little kids are going to enjoy this movie as well, as much as I did. Let's move on to the positives and negatives. First off are the positives. See, the minions. Again, these guys legit are hilarious. I can't imagine a Despicable Me movie without them in it. I honestly did have problems with the first and second movie, and the third movie was kind of decent. But all in all, the minions help make these movies funny. And seeing them come back in this sequel to their origin story and how they met Gru is phenomenal, especially seeing some new minions that we have never seen before. And another positive is the setting, the 1970s. It was interesting exploring this interesting era, and seeing all the cool songs and music in this movie as well. That legit made up for it too. It really did. And along with the cast, like Taraj, I'm sorry if I pronounced her name wrong. She is great as one of the main villains, and Michelle Yeoh teaching the minions kung fu, as most of you saw in like the official trailer. She really kicks it out of the park. I loved seeing her teach Kevin, Stewart, and Bob kung fu, and they kind of struggle with it, but they kind of like come together at the end, and it's still interesting to see. But all in all, yes, everyone in this movie, especially in the setting, was phenomenal. I honestly think that was just perfect, and I can't wait to see more of the minions in more interesting stuff. And another positive is, like I said earlier, are the funny scenes in this movie. There were a bunch of funny scenes in this movie that I was legit laughing my ass off, and I honestly have to say, so was everyone in my theater. There were a bunch of interesting, funny scenes in this movie that you could tell that you could tell you weren't there. I know you guys weren't, but if you were, you will legit laugh your butts off and literally just enjoy the funny moments that the minions always do to make people laugh. I literally was laughing so hard that I almost peed myself. Not literally though, not literally, but still, the scenes in this movie were funny. The kids And if you bring your kids to this movie, you are legit going to laugh along with your kids. I can say this for a fact that you are going to have a fun time watching this movie. And that's it for the positives. On to the negatives. The one negative I have is that, well, Gru, to be honest, it kind of did somewhat seem like his movie. It kind of somewhat did seem like his movie, but it was basically supposed to be about the minions too. It was only focusing more on him and not on the minions, which could have been better if they were focusing more on the minions instead of just focusing on Gru, because it should have been like an equal thing instead of just having the whole movie focus on Gru. Yeah, so basically, I wish they could have focused on both Gru and the minions equally, because it's technically about all the minions and Gru. That's how I see it. And another negative is that, well, the new minion Otto, he kind of does yakety yak a lot, and sometimes he can be annoying. I have never found a minion as really annoying as him. The Otto is the one with the glasses and the braces. I mean, with the braces. We all know the minions wear glasses. Otto was the one. Sorry, I don't know what's wrong with me. Otto was the minion that was really huge, and he had braces. I have nothing against people with braces. Don't get me wrong, but I wish, I wish Otto was in the movie more. He really wasn't. He really wasn't in the movie that whole lot. I really wish he was, to be honest. But I guess Illumination has a way of like just cutting some characters out that really need more screen time. I wish Otto, the minion, had more screen time as well. I really do wish that. And that's it for my positives and negatives. On to my rant. We do see a lot of familiar characters in this movie. I can tell you that much. And I love the chemistry between Wild Knuckles and Gru. Wild Knuckles, I believe, is the leader of the Vicious Six. And I can't tell you what happens to him because I don't want to spoil the movie for anybody. But honestly, when you see what happens to him, you're going to be shocked. And all in all, yeah, like I said, we get some familiar faces in this movie. I can't tell you who the familiar faces are. But when you see these familiar faces, you are going to be shocked and very surprised. I know I was when I saw this movie. I was legit blown away by all the familiar characters that were in this movie. But all in all, the cast themselves, they were great. The chemistry between all of them were really perfect and just, well, phenomenal as well. I am honestly looking forward to seeing what the future holds for the Minions and Gru. And since they announced we're getting a Despicable Me 4, I know there's going to be a lot of interesting, funny moments with these characters and everything, which I am really excited for. But all in all, Minions: The Rise of Gru is definitely something that the whole family will want to see and just enjoy themselves and have a blast. I can vouch for that. I can vouch for that. And again, Otto is the minion is kind of like one of those minions that can sometimes be forgettable, in my opinion. I really do wish he had more screen time, though. I really do wish that. And that's it for my rant. On to the rating. I give Minions: The Rise of Gru a solid B. Because I did enjoy it. I did enjoy this movie more than anything. But some of the characters, like Gru and the rest of the minions, they needed to have more equal screen time, like I said before, because technically it's about Gru starting out and the minions are there helping him. And all I can say is that, well, all I can say is, well, that I think Illumination still needed to work on this a little bit more. And considering the delays we have for this movie over and over again, it was still worth the wait. Don't get me wrong. You will definitely want to check this movie out and also laugh at the funny moments in this movie and just have a fun time with the family. And for the people who are fans of Despicable Me and the Minions, definitely go check this out. You'll have a blast and just well have fun with it. I legit had I legit was legit laughing like I said before. And let me tell you, I couldn't help but laugh because this is just one of those movies that everyone is going to laugh at. And once you see it, you will see what I mean. And that's it for my review, guys. Don't forget to like, comment down below on what you guys thought of Minions The Rise of Gru. Subscribe and share with everyone you know. And press the little notification bell at the bottom of my video to get notified when my next movie review is going to be. I will see you guys soon. Take care and God bless. Peace.